What do you get when you cross a teacup with a camper? Something so brilliantly weird, it could only come from 1960s Britain. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're talking about the kind of vehicle that makes modern camper vans look like they've been chugging protein shakes and watching too much HGTV. I present to you the legendary 1963 MINI Wildgoose, a motorhome so charming, so delightfully impractical, and so British. It should have come with its own pot of Earl Grey and a grumpy tabby cat named Nigel. My buddy Phil once said, "You can't camp in something smaller than your ego," and yet the Wildgoose said, "Hold my teacup." Now the Wildgoose wasn't your average motorhome. It was based on the BMC minivan. You know, that adorable go-kart on wheels that barely had room for a picnic, let alone a full camping setup. But the folks at Wildgoose Limited out in Worthing, Sussex looked at that Mini and said, "Let's turn it into a house." I think they may have been sleep-deprived, possibly drunk on Yorkshire pudding, but it worked. Kind of. There were three main models. My favorite, and the one that truly pushed boundaries like a mime in a phone booth, was the Brent Super VEB, vertically extending body. This model had a telescopic roof that gave you enough headroom to stand up, stretch, and hit your head on a cupboard, all in one motion. You could even sleep 4 adults in it. 4 in a Mini. I've seen phone booths that offered more elbow room. It was powered by an 850cc, 52 square inch, 4-cylinder engine pumping out a whopping 34 horsepower, 25 kilowatts. I believe my friend's electric lawnmower puts out more power than that. Top speed? Claimed 70 miles per hour, 112 kilometers per hour. Real-world speed with the camper body? Around 60 miles per hour, 96.5 kilometers per hour. Downhill with tailwind and maybe divine intervention. Cruising speed was about 50 miles per hour, 80.5 kilometers per hour, which gave other drivers enough time to pass you, wave, and make a sandwich. Inside, you got a dinette for 4, a sink, a 2-burner hot plate, 3 water carriers holding 2 gallons, 7.5 liters each. And, this is what I like the most, lots of storage space, which in 60s camper terms meant 2 drawers and a curtain rod. The build featured a wooden frame with an aluminum skin and waterproof plywood furniture. It was honest. It was basic. It smelled like varnish and adventure. The Brent Super VEB cost £998 in 1963, about $1,340 USD then, or around $12,100, 11,000 euros in today's money. And that was for a complete camper, not just the conversion kit. Options included a hammock-style bunk, luggage rack with spare wheel box, extended mirrors, and underbody sealant. Because you know, nothing ruins retirement like rust. Production lasted from 1963 to 1968. Only 60 units were made, and according to Mini historians and that one guy on a forum who thinks he saw one in a barn in Wales, fewer than a dozen still exist today. Some say just 10 remain, most locked in private collections, probably next to a teapot and a stern warning sign that says, "Do not touch the Wildgoose." I think what makes the Mini Wildgoose so special is that it wasn't trying to be cool. It just was. It catered to a very specific crowd, retired couples who wanted freedom but also wanted to keep things compact. And maybe they liked arguing in close quarters. So, if you're ever lucky enough to spot a Wildgoose in the wild, take a photo, then go lie down, because chances are you'll never see one again.